Hello, girl. Let me go ahead and eat it up real quick. Hi, hey, friend. Let me go ahead and eat it up real quick. Hey, Alva, what's up, babe? Let me go ahead and eat it up. Tommy, you said I'm scared to say your name. Well, let me go ahead and say your name, babe. Tommy, you uneducated. For one, why am I sitting here arguing with a person who's pretending like he's a judge when he ain't even got no college degree? Why would I sit here and argue with a person who's up here pronouncing words and putting them in the wrong sentence? If you're gonna come for me, if you're gonna say anything about me, Buka Butt, at least say the right words and the correct words and make the words make sense. You up here talking about you finna celebrate breast cancer, but don't even know what breast cancer is. You don't even know why you want to celebrate breast cancer. The only reason why you want to celebrate breast cancer to make it seem like you good and you a loving person. If you want to celebrate breast cancer, then you would have took a moment out and not stop being messy and went and seen which one of your followers or seen whoever died for breast cancer and why is breast cancer's caused and why so many people lost their lives. Tell me, you one pretending as nasty, big back, funky, sheen shopping, costume wearing, no good wigs having ass bitch that's sitting on live running about the next person got going on. You sit on your back, smell like spoiled milk every day, watching everybody lives, acting like people sent you in to gossip when nobody ain't send you nothing. You swearing up and down that you got everybody till you don't. You don't even know how to pronounce the correct words and the stuff that you be saying. And you be trying to say these big words and you don't even be saying them correctly. Like, Buka Butt, I'm so sick of you. Like, girl, you so worried about if I lost my apartment, girl. At the end of the day, I went live and told my business. I went live and told my business, said what I wanted to say. Everybody know what's going on. I already told my business. I already told my business, babe. I already told my business. Like, you be so much pressed to run about what Apple got going on and what this person got going on. You only got 1,000 views because you being negative. You only got 1,000 views because you talking about everybody else's business because your business can't even sell. You talk about oh, you had your apartment, now you lost your apartment, why you went and go back to Houston? How you supposed to be the judge, ain't it? How you supposed to be the judge and you don't know why I'm not in Houston? How you supposed to be the judge and you can't find out if I got evicted? All you gotta do is search somebody's name up on the website, whoever rented on the property. How you supposed to be a judge and you can't even sit here and present your case? You supposed to be the judge. You can't even sit here and swear through the case and find out the facts and lies. Tell me, you big, nasty, funky, spoiled milk, baby teeth having person. You need to do better with your life. You keep talking about I was talking about your son. Tell me, I ain't say nothing about your son since I've been home. You talk about something I was scared. You said I'll talk about you in subtitles. Tell me, subtitles. Tommy, you meant to say that I'm talking about you subliminal. It's called subliminal, Tommy. Subtitles is when you making a title and then you put it underneath the title to support the main title. That is what a subtitle is, Tommy. You don't even know how to you don't even know how to present yourself as a grown ass man. Better yet, a woman that you try to portray. You don't even know how to say correct grammar. Like, you don't even know how to say correct grammar, Buka Butt. Y'all could go ahead and get the 200 likes. You don't even know how to, like, why am I arguing with a person who's trying to drag me but can't even put the right words into play? Like, like, bro, like, what? This nigga said I'm talking about him in subtitles. Like, subtitles, babe, come on now. Come on. Come on, bro. I told y'all, it's all the women in his chat. Y'all gotta look at the people that be in his chat. It's nothing but a whole bunch of uneducated women supporting the uneducated man who's trying to portray himself as a woman that he'll never be. Tell me, you said I'm scared to say your name. Well, let me go ahead and say your name, Buka Butt. Tell me, I ain't. The last time I talked about your son was months ago. Tell me when I came home from jail, I ain't said nothing about your son. You saying that I'm trying to act like I'm fake spiritual? Tell me at the end of the day, the only person fake spiritual is you. You the only fake person that got on talk and got on your live acting like you trying to act like you finna support breast cancer for a like and a click. You the only fake spiritual person because if you was a real spiritual person and you really had God in your life, then you should know you reap what you sow. If you so much of a good person and you got so much God in your life, you should know that God don't bless no mess. Baby, you playing the God, you playing the devil advocate. Do you know what playing the devil advocate mean? Do you know what that mean? You keep talking about some fake spiritual. Tell me, the only fake spiritual person is you. You the only person that get on here and pretend that you like God and you care about God and you want to be a better person and you want to be a better son, but then you go live and talk about the next person and what their kids got going on. You just sat here and said that this person need to do better for their kids so their kids don't be dead at 18, but yeah, you on live and with a wig in your head about to be pushing 30 years old. What about your son before he turned 18? Oops, now I'm talking about him. Like, make it make sense. You are a hypocrite. You are a grown ass man. You are finna be 30 years old, sitting in costumes, trying to tell somebody else's business, trying to pretend like you a judge. You only person that can judge me is God. You ain't no judge. You can't even pronounce words correctly. You can't even speak proper English. Like, come on, like, if you want, and then not only that, you talk about real shit. If you're gonna talk about real stuff, Tommy, talk about what's going on in the world right now. Do you know that the government is shutting down? Do you know that the Republican, the Republic and the Democrat can't come to an agreement? Do you know that they just shut down food stamps, so it won't be no food stamps in the month of November? Do you know Thanksgiving coming up in that month? Do you know how many families finna go without feeding their kids? How many single mamas who work a job but make enough money to probably pay the light bill, the water bill, and the rent, and use food stamps to put food in their house, but not finna be able to put food in their house? You know how many people who work at the airport that's funded by the government that's not finna go to work no more and not gonna be able to support their children? Like, if you're gonna talk about stuff, talk about real stuff. It's more real things that you could be talking about that's going on in the world right now than worrying about Alvo and his apartment and worrying about what Kayla need to do as a mother when you should be worrying about what you need to do as a father to keep food in your son's house. Like, I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. It is like I can't wait till I get back on my feet, y'all, so I can give y'all real content and I can bring y'all real awareness. And like he said, it's breast cancer month, but y'all know what I would never do? I would never get on here and play with women because I don't know about some of y'all, but my grandma, she died from cancer. And when cancer is a serious thing and a serious topic and it do need to be celebrated, but at the end of the day, if you don't know why you celebrating something and you don't know the facts on something and you don't know something, you shouldn't acknowledge something and play with it. And that's all Tommy do. All Tommy do is sit up all day on live in wigs and drink Four Loko, playing with people and playing on these women emotions. All he had to do is say, I'm celebrating breast cancer and go right into being negative to make everybody feel like he a good person. Boy, Tommy, I don't have to sit here and make you sound like a bad person. You show everybody who you really is every day. They just don't care who you is because you the only one doing drama. You wanted to be Shamar so bad, and Shamar bigger and better than you. Shamar living his best life, and now you look at you. You still laying on a bed being messy. Like, boy, you don't have no purpose in life. I'm not finna sit here and keep arguing with an uneducated man. You older than me, and you're so uneducated. You don't even know how to say the proper words. Everything you say don't make sense. You try to say big words that can't sound right. Tommy, listen to me, sweetheart. To be able to say a word, every word has an A, a I, a O, a U. Everything don't have an S with it, Booker Bag. You need to start talking with a slis and an S and start holding your tongue. Everything don't have to be said with an S. It's A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y, Booker Bag. Make sure you use those so you can be able to pronounce the words correctly, boots. Like, at the end of the day, you is tired. You tired, your career tired, everything that you doing is tired. And to be honest, you ain't entertaining nobody but a whole bunch of slow, ignorant women who don't even know no better. You could be talking about real stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on in the government. It's a lot. They just stopped. They trying to stop Obamacare right now. Donald Trump talk about Obamacare actually it was more expensive, but Obamacare really was how your family, Tommy, it's how your family and a lot of other people was able to have insurance and be able to be benefited. Now they stop their debt, which helps also help a lot of black families, and not even black families, Caucasian families, white family. It's a lot of things that you can be bringing awareness to and talking about. You could actually bring your platform and telling people why it's important to vote. But instead, you want to be on your platform and telling people why Shamar shouldn't be successful and why Alvo was in jail and doing this and that. You keep telling people, oh, Alvo got a case. These people already know that's low. Everybody already know that I went to jail for probation. Everybody already know that I went to jail with Shamar. I went to jail when I was with Shamar. Duh, that's why I'm not in Houston, dumb. You just said while I was in Houston, but then said you trying to figure out why I'm not in Houston, but then said why I'm not in Houston. Make it make sense. Some you're so uneducated, you so ignorant, and you so lost. And if I be ignorant, if I continue to be ignorant with you and be lost with you, then I'm always be in the same position with you on the internet. I'm always be where you at. Tell me we would never be on the same level. We would never do the same things, Booker Butt. Now I said your name. Talking about something I'm scared to say. I'm saying your name in subtitles. Wow, you mean I'm saying your name subliminal? It used to mean I'm saying subliminal sending subliminal shots at you. It's called subliminal, Tommy. Or easier, you could have said I'm going indirect. But I'm not doing subtitles. Subtitles support a title. Tell me, it's a title and it's a subtitle. It's read above the title. A subtitle basically sums up what the title is about. The title is short. A title can be good morning, and a subtitle could be I had a very good morning today because, or whatever you want to put. That's what a subtitle is. A subtitle supports your title, Tommy. Okay, Bookabag? They taught us that in elementary. like they taught us that in elementary, Bookabag. They taught us that in school. Tell me watch your bed like that, baby. They taught us that in elementary, boo. The read was definitely needed. Now back to regular pause and stuff. Yeah, let me get back to what I was doing, cause no shade, y'all. I was doing good I'm like another thing. I had found some real good stuff, and I don't want to talk about it right now because I know what I gotta do. It's gonna take me a couple weeks to do it, so I gotta do that. But I'm not worrying about no Tummy and what Tummy got going on. And to be honest, I wanted to come live anyway because I was kind of aggravated. I was aggravated because Donald Trump ain't making no sense to me. And I wanted to come on here and talk to some grown people about the stuff that's going on in the world. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, because that's something to do till tomorrow. But it's just like, these people is slow, y'all. Just pay attention to the people that watch him. Pay attention to the people that engage in him. It's a whole bunch of slow women who living out a fantasy through a gay man. To be honest, y'all are women. Why are y'all living out y'all life through gay men? This is an uneducated gay man who sits around with a bunny all down his head when he clearly can go get a haircut. This is the uneducated black man who sits around and talks about women every day. How do you want to sit here and talk about you want to do something for breast cancer, but yet you just was cussing out a woman a couple weeks ago because she told you that you biased because you got this person live deleted. You got this person page blocked and that person page blocked. You just was cursing out a woman, told her you would beat her up. At this point, can we get a collage of all the times that Tommy disrespected black women because they wouldn't send him money? Can we get a collage of all the times that he disrespected black women because they wasn't in agreement with him? But now all of a sudden you want to do something for breast cancer. You want to wear pink for breast cancer. Boy, you ain't fooling nobody. Boy, you ain't fooling nobody. Make it make sense, boo. He doesn't have no hair. When they gonna cut his scalp? Right, it don't make no sense, bro. This man is full of it. He's so full of it. And what's that boy name, real quick? You other boy, you other young man. I'm gonna address you by young man. Young man, you got a lot going on in your life. You done tried to ride Shamar way, and I'm not talking about Tommy. And the reason why I'm calling Tommy now is because I'm no longer comparing him to Gary Coleman, because Gary Coleman was an educated, successful black man who had a disability and still thrived and went to where he needed to be at. And Tommy nowhere on Gary Coleman's level. He's nowhere on that successful black man who lived a long life and died because of his disability, but still was able to do great things. So I'm no longer comparing him to Gary Coleman because I would have to sit back and think about it. This man right here was a educated black man who thrived and did everything he wanted to do in life. So yeah, I'm not calling him no Gary Coleman no more. But back to what I was saying, and you other young man, Chicago sorry, or whatever your name is, you want to be recognized so bad. You keep on talking about me, keep on making all these videos about me. You keep on saying I look like this and I look like that. But if y'all go on my Instagram and y'all go look at all my videos that I posted and y'all go look in the comments, y'all will see him in my comments. I swear to God, my life, y'all, this boy texts me every single day trying to get my attention from Twitter to Instagram. Boy, you are a sad individual. You went on a person live and told your whole business, your whole life story for some methamphetamine. You ain't got no teeth inside your mouth, and you a scripper that ain't getting no money, but now you on Instagram trying to script for clout. I'm not finna sit here and argue with you, Buka Butt. You talk about something you're not a part of the Bussy bunch. No, you part of the missing teeth bunch. Missing tooth. You part of the young and toothless. You a part of Kylie. That's who you were. You in the same category with Kylie. You was better off going to go argue with Kylie and trying to be with Kylie. You right. You not in the Bussy bunch. You in a young and toothless. Cause you're young and you toothless and you got a lot of stuff going on in your life. And you know, I hope you get through what you going on. I hope you find some type of healing or some type of therapy for what you got going on. But sir, I'm not finna be beefing with you. Most definitely not finna be beefing with no dope head. I don't even know you. So I don't even know why you're trying to get into it with me. Yes, he needs to go to therapy. He really needs to go to therapy. Like, something is really wrong with this man. That man is off. That man is off his rocket. That man is really off his rocket. Like, that man literally really needs to that man really needs to seek therapy, and that man needs to seek help. I don't know what's wrong with that man. I don't know what he got going on in his life. But man, I hope he find his way. No need to get these people attention. Like, I don't know what's wrong with that man, but that man is psyched out. But his name Brian Smithers. I mean, I don't know what he got. Well, I do know what he got going on because he did go on Caleb Gibb lives and this person live, and whoever was waiting to hear his story. He did go on all these people live and thought that he was gonna get some clout and still ain't get no clout. But anyways, people like him, I just pay dust. I'm talking about this boy harassing me on every platform. Go to sleep, Brian. Brian, go to sleep, take a nap. It'll be okay, Brian. Go to sleep, take a nap.